Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back to another video. We're going to look at another Sounds paper today. This is from September the 8th, 1979. Cost was 20 pence. And we've got Sammy Hagar on the front cover, ex of Montrose, now as a solo artist. So we've got the Skids going on tour, the Boomtown Rats going on tour, Blondie not going on tour, Rush appearing with Wild Horses, and then a variety of tour dates, including Iron Maiden and Saxon, who were very much at the forefront of the new wave of British heavy metal. Saxon, I think, had recorded an album by then, but it was the following year that Iron Maiden brought out their first album. Sammy Hagar tour, playing 5 dates or so, and then over the page we've got the Jam on tour, Undertones. What a great time to be around. The fact that Rainbow are bringing a new album out. And then over the page here, we've got a one-page ad for the new album Join Hands by Susie and the Banshees and all of their tour dates through September and October. Over the page, more tour news at the bottom there. An advert for Virgin Records for Cut by The Slits, which is an album that I really do need to get into my collection. And then we've got the charts, and this might be, if you want to look at any detail, you probably will want to pause the video. There's the alternative chart, and then the disco chart, the heavy metal chart, the playlist, which was what the writers of the paper were listening to at any point. I used to love looking at those. There's the rock and roll one. And then the US albums. And then the British singles. Cliff Richard at number 1. Oh dear. But there's some reasonably good stuff in there. Hersham Boys, Sham 69, in the same chart as Cliff Richard. There you go. There's Gary Newman with Cars, a classic. And then the top 75 albums, the first one being the latest, or is it the last album? I suppose the last decent album by Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor, the one that came in a brown paper bag. I think they did do Coda, I think followed that, didn't it? Which was just a mishmash of leftover songs, but that was probably the last proper studio album from them. I thought it was really disappointing, if I'm really honest. And then we've got the reggae chart there. And that's the singles, and there's the albums. Advert for Bob Dylan. And then we've got John Peel's top 40 as well, which is always interesting to see. Used to love what he was listening to. Although he started to lose me round about the sort of early 80s, it was a bit too specialist for me. Advert for Top Priority by Rory Gallagher, great album. And then we've got the singles over here, Purple Hearts, Radiators, Susie and the Banshees, Cheap Trick is on here, the Dickies, and then Manfred Mann advert. Over here we've got an article on Meatloaf and Buddy Holly. And Meatloaf continues. The latest single, Slap and Tickle, which was a great single from Squeeze, early one from them. And Herman Brood, we don't know much about. And then over the page we've got a double page interview with Robert Smith from The Cure, an advert for the latest single from The Ruts, Something That I Said, which isn't bad. And then we've got something on The Damned, and then tour dates for the Revillos, who came from, obviously, the Rezillos, changed their name for some reason, can't remember why. And then over the page here we've got UK subs, nice one-page advert. That would make a great poster, actually, their tour dates. I remember they played at Poole Arts Centre. I didn't go and see them, but yeah, I remember seeing a lot of punks arrive outside. It was quite lively. And then we've got Mods and Rockers and all the aggro that came together with that. And then we've got a centre page on Sammy Hagar. He was the singer in Montrose. And then we've got the bass player Bill Church, who was also in Montrose. And then Over the page we've got Carry On from Sammy Hagar, a little cartoon. And then we've got some album reviews. Aswad, Susie Lane, Giorgio Moroder, Joan Armour trading advert. Lots of records, used to love these. The Small Wonder Records was always brilliant, I thought. Wretched Records, there's some tremendous stuff on sale there. I don't think I ever bought anything online, not online, you know, mail order, but online, as if. And then we've got more album reviews. So there's Pleasure Principle, got 3 stars. I think it's better than that. I got 3 stars. Tom Verlaine's solo album gets 3 stars as well. I think that's a bit lame, if I'm honest. Advert for t-shirts. There's Lemmy. And then festivals, information about up and coming festivals. And then stuff that about the Reading Festival 79, which returned to being a rock festival rather than a new wave one, which it was the year before. So Motorhead played. I think the Police played at it actually as well, the Members as well. But Molly Hatchet, Whitesnake, they also played. I think Gillan might have done as well. And then over the page, more rock festivals reviews. Sledgehammer, Limelight. I think Sledgehammer were a new wave, a British heavy metal band, who's one of the earliest ones that didn't actually come to anything. And then just rock almanacs, horoscopes, crosswords, a little bit on tech, and then, you know, this is when you wish that you could have a time machine. Some of the bands that were playing were fantastic at that time. There's advert for the Marquee, the Music Machine. Nina Hagen Band on tour, Sammy Hagar. More tour dates. And then we've got the sort of classified ads that always used to finish the pages of these magazines, letters, and then the back page is the Good Gig Guide. So there you go. There's Sounds newspaper from September the 8th, 1979. Price 20p. Cheers all.